Welcome to the 6th Create Your Own Tardis tutorial. Today, it's part 6, and we're going to do the finishing touches to our Tardis, hopefully. Well, a few of them. We may have to split this into several parts again. But anyway, first of all, what we're going to do is change something on the TARDIS, and that is the signs. Now, I got a comment the other day, the other day on a different tutorial, that said that, said they were a bit small, and so that's alright. What I thought we would do is maybe try and do that quickly, just at the start of this tutorial. So what we should do now is we should just actually select and then deselect everything to check we haven't got anything selected first. Now I'm just gonna box select that whole thing there. We turn off limit selection to visible. Press B, highlight the whole thing. That actually highlights the others on the other side as well. And as we don't have anything that complicated in the middle there, we don't highlight anything unwanted. But anything unwanted, let's select the other ones. There we go. That is nice and selected. So what we should do now is, he said they were too small. So what I think we should do is just scale them up a bit. Hopefully this will work. So there we are, scaling them up. What do you think? Does that look alright? Ignore the fact that they're poking out a bit much at the moment. Yeah, Time Lord from Hell 2 did know his stuff. What we need to do is we need to scale it up way more. It needs to fill these sides, these kind of bits here. So it's doing that-ish now. So what we need to do is we need it so it's coming inwards. So we need to select each one separately and then drag it inwards. So what we should do, or maybe not, I'm going to select this one and then that one, like that, and then I'm going to press S and then X, so that's going to pull them both in, scale them both along the X-axis, so it's going to pull them both in along the axis there. Now actually I might just select this one, this thing here as well, on both. Careful not to accidentally select something else. So if we scale it in, right in, so only the box with the writing in and, the darkness is just in front of the thing. Probably scale it in a bit closer. Yeah, that looks alright. And now if I just do that with the other one, these ones along the side here, I'm just selecting those bits from the top now. See these bits? There we go. Now if we SY this time, scale on the Y axis, and there we go. If I just maybe scale them a bit closer. Now I hope that is more satisfactory. If we just render that. I do think these bits stick out a bit too much in front of the actual writing. So what I'm going to do is, just while we're on the doing all that, making all these changes, I'm going to turn the limit selection to visible on again, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do that. Yep, and then I'm going to scale that inwards, just so it's just in front of the thing, like that. And now I'm just going to do that to the other side, and there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. For the last things I think we are going to do, these series of tutorials, we're just finishing off everything, so I'm going to add the sign on here that's on the real Tardis, and that should be quite a quick job. So all we need to do is basically what we did with the sign. We need to add a text object on a kind of slightly different colour background, a paper colour background actually in this case. Just trying to zoom in on the bit. It's in this square here, this section here, that we have our sign. So I'm just going to do cursor, just do that, and then that. So that's Shift Alt right click on both of those to select them, and then Shift S, cursor to selected, and then I'm going to add a text object. I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees on the x-axis. Then I'm going to bring it out along the y-axis, which is G followed by Y. Now this text thing over here, let's bring that out a bit. You can see that we could align it so where the text is around the origin. So I'm going to put that to the center, so it's in the center of it. So now we can scale it down so it's reasonable size there. We're going to have a lot of messing around with the sizes of the text once we're doing it. So if we just go into edit mode and delete the text, it's in there at the moment, the default text. And now if we go, and then if we press caps lock, sorry, and now just type in on the first line, police telephone. Don't worry that it's overlapping, because we're going to shrink it down later. Then we're going to do return on the keyboard, enter, to bring us down onto a new line, and then we're going to type in free. Then we're going to do another one, another return, for use of, and then another return, public. So certain words are going to end up bigger than the others, so police, telephone, and for use of is going to be in smaller text than free, public, because that's how it appears on the sign. And then on the next line, advice, and then we're going to do the little and symbol that should be on your keyboard, which is Shift 7 on my keyboard, and then assistance. Now if we just quickly finish off typing that, the next line is obtainable immediately, and then I'm just going to add some spaces in there, there we go, and then the next line, so we can see it, there we go, officer and cars. You'd probably like to check on yours that each of the words are spelt right, by copying and pasting it into a spell checker or something. Anyway, the next line is respond to all cars what I'm doing here is I'm referring to a model of a Tardis that I've got here, which actually has the notice on, so that's quite useful for me. But now, with that done, what we're just going to do is we're going to convert that to mesh object. So that's Alt C from curve meta thing, the bottom one. And now, if we select just enough as one vertex from each of the top row, Control L to select the whole of each letter, and then if we shrink, do that again with limit selection to visible off. Control L. If we now shrink that down, and it's about level with the. I'm just going to make it about there. Right, so here we go. Wait a second. There we go. Right, what we're just going to do here, shrink that down so it fits in the box. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to Right, so if we just do the same sort of thing to the rest of this text, so it scales.
I've just had a little sped up video here. Now we're just going to do shrink down the for use of, make the free and public a bit bigger, opposite or car smaller.
And now that looks quite good. So
actually, I've just deleted that Y there because I'd accidentally made too many.
Black material. There we go. Actually that is the end of this tutorial, so I'm just gonna have probably another part to this tutorial where we're just finishing off everything. Thank you, goodbye.